So welcome back to the Wayback Chronicles podcast, brought to you by Keith Abbott, Steve McKelkey, and myself, Noel Kirsch. This episode is the Pick 5 Challenge, week number 2. So, Steve, I'm interested to hear what games you got picked out for us this week, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, just a quick look at week 1 of the Pick 5 Challenge. So off to a great start with 49 contestants last week. So thank you to everybody that joined us. So reminder for week 2, same deadline, 11 a.m. on Saturday morning to have all of your picks in. So the more, the merrier. And if you want to win the season, that means you got to get your picks in every single week now. If your name is Steve McKelkey or a few other people, you might as well quit now because you wrote so horrible after week 1 that it doesn't matter. And Ryan Butler talks a lot of smack, was also only 1-4, so I was gonna say that.
I didn't know that.
So, yeah. So anyway, he's gonna talk smack and he's at least beat me. So and so he missed out on that opportunity. But congratulations to our top 2 contestants last week that finished the week at 4-1. Both of them picked Wyoming to beat Tech, and that was a difference maker. And who won this? Joey got 4 right. Missed the LSU game, and if Joey would have got that LSU pick, then would have been perfect 5-0 last week. And then Steve Welsh, who I know well, worked a long time with. He picked all of them right except for the TCU game. And man, still can't believe that Deion Sanders won that debut with that massive roster turnover he had. And I tell you, he talked a little smack afterwards and called out some reporters that just dogged him during the all season, and he deserved to do that. And so happy for him.
I thought of my picks. That was one of the safer ones I made, but I was delighted to see them come out and do well at that first week, especially against TCU.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I don't think anybody saw the Florida State being so dominant against LSU. That was another one I thought was pretty safe, but they came out and took it to them.
I really thought they had a chip on their shoulder and something to prove, but at the end of the day, I think I even made this comment. I really thought LSU would pull it off, but boy, I watched that game. It was impressive how they were just dominating in the second half. Unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, very good. Off to a fast start with week 1. Congratulations to our top 2 competitors for last week. Congratulations. And guys, y'all ready to hear the games for week 2?
Let's do it.
Fire away.
Pick 5 Challenge.
Let's hop in. So the first game is Nebraska at Colorado. So an old Big 8 rivalry, if you remember. So Noel, we'll start with you this pick. Who do you have, Nebraska or Colorado?
We were just talking about Colorado kind of surprising everybody last week in week 1, and I'm not going to pick against Colorado again. So I'm going to pick them over Nebraska this second week.
Okay, very good. Keith, who do you have?
I think I'm going to stick with Noel's bet too. One of 2 things are going to happen. They're going to ride this train and just stay dominant, or they're going to get euphoric and have a sophomore slump. I don't know which way to think, but I just don't think Nebraska's putting it together yet, especially losing to Minnesota last week. They don't quite have the firepower that they're needing just yet. I think they'll get there, especially with the head coach that they have, but not yet. Matt Rule will get them there, but not just yet. He's a great college coach, but I'm going to go with Colorado as well.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of great points there, Keith, and I think Deion Sanders had the challenge of playing on the road in Fort Worth against the national champ runner-ups, and to beat them is extraordinary. And then now to be able to take the second game against Nebraska at home in Boulder. I'm not sure there's going to be a more fun place to watch college football than on Saturday night at Boulder, Colorado. So I'm going to join the pack there with the 2 of y'all and take Colorado to win that game as well.
Which means Nebraska will definitely win that game.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Congratulations in advance, Nebraska.
Yeah, you're welcome, Nebraska fans.
Yeah. So the number 2 game is number 22 Ole Miss at number 24 Tulane. And so Keith, we'll start it off with you.
I think it's an Ole Miss. I don't think Tulane has the firepower to keep up with them, so that's my vote.
Okay. Okay. When I think about Tulane being good, and they've been ranked fairly consistent in the last few years, and it baffles me that they're any good, just sort of like it baffles me that TCU is good. But, it's I got to believe that, they're going to fall off that little high horse that they're on right now. And I don't have any hatred towards Tulane like I do TCU, but just logic applies, and I have to agree. I'll go with Ole Miss on this one.
Yeah.
Noel, who do you have?
Did y'all hear noise?
Yeah, it's my wife is watching a show with Celine Dion. Hang on.
I did not hear that.
I could hear it. I thought I was worried it was I was worried it was somewhere on my side.
Oh no, 100% me. Here we go. we're doing the Pick 5 challenge with Celine Dion in the background, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
man, that's a challenge in itself.
Man, I tell you what. Kind of lost my train of thought. Ole Miss and Tulane. Gotcha. Yeah, I think I think SEC. I don't know. I just think the type of athletes that Ole Miss can attract is going to be too much for Tulane. So I'm going to pick Ole Miss as well.
Okay, very good, very good. So that takes us through the first two games. So the third game is Miami of Ohio at University of Massachusetts, so UMass. And I will take this one.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, this one's going to be a whopper. Doubt there's a national viewing audience for this one.
It is on ESPN Plus, just so you know, Saturday 2:30 Central.
Yeah,
so it is on the internet at least.
Yeah, so
it is.
I think it's $9.95 a month. You can watch this game.
There you go.
I think Miami, Ohio is decent. So I'm going to pick Miami. Just shooting from the hip on that one. So take Miami of Ohio to win. See, Noel, who do you have?
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I know more about Miami of Ohio than UMass. I know UMass more about basketball. I don't know. I mean, they're just all I know. It's a small school, but so is Miami of Ohio. I don't know. I'm going to go Miami of Ohio as well. I seem to remember that they got into a bowl game last year and did pretty decent. So, and I don't remember the same about UMass, but that's my pick.
All right.
Very good. Keith, who do you have?
I tell you, UMass beat New Mexico State a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if y'all knew that. So kind of interesting. They got their trousers trounced by Auburn last week. But, Miami of Ohio is good. But I'm going to go with UMass. They played against Auburn. They played against a really stout team last week, learned some things about themselves. And so even though Miami of Ohio is a 7-point favorite, I'm going to hope for UMass to etch this one out.
Are you researching?
A little bit.
Sounds like it. I mean, either that or he just really keeps up with Miami, Ohio football.
This guy's rattling off statistics like he's on ESPN right now, reading off a cue card.
Oh, weak sauce. Well,
just because I was like, I don't even know what conference they're in. I got to at least find that.
No idea. Oh my goodness.
Good deal. Well, tell you, the next game should be fun to watch, and I think I already know who the three of us are going to pick. But it is number 11 Texas at number 4 Alabama. Keith, we'll let you kick this one off.
If this was at Austin, I probably would pick Texas this year. I really would. But I think being at Alabama, that's going to give them the edge here. So I am going to pick Alabama for the win.
Okay, very good. I will. Yeah, I have no love for Texas at all, and I'm not going to miss them when they go to the SEC. And I just want them to have a miserable last year in the Big 12, and so I'm going to take Alabama to win this game as well. Noel, who do you have?
Yeah, I think that last year Texas came out and kind of surprised probably the country in how well they hung with Alabama. I think all of us, certainly myself, I would say, was so excited to see them just get wiped up and down the football stadium with, just get creamed basically by Alabama, but that didn't happen. I don't think that Alabama is going to be surprised by them. I think they're going to come ready to beat the tar out of them and kind of make up for last year and kind of clear their name. So I'm going to pick Alabama to beat Texas and hopefully beat them bad.
Absolutely.
Very good. Well, I hope you're right. So our final game, and Noel, we'll let you kick this one off, is the University of Alabama at Birmingham. So UAB at Georgia Southern. So Noel, why don't you take us through this just fantastic game we got on the cards?
you dug deep for
You
at least
did.
two of these. I know very little about. Again, this is one I know very little bit about both. Of course, Keith could probably tell us the conference and their win-loss record for the last 5 years. But
Yep.
a good friend of mine, and actually Joey, one of our top two, her husband is a Georgia Southern graduate, and I just know that they're really good and pretty tough to beat. So based on that, I'm going to pick Georgia Southern to win, because I know Joey's going to pick Georgia Southern, and she did really well last week. So there you go.
There you go. Follow the leader if all else fails.
Exactly.
Let's see. I'll go next. So I really think the UAB has a cool nickname or team name. Their name's a motto. Their name is the Blazers, and so I think that's pretty neat. And they've been decent in sports in the past. So I'm going to pick UAB to win, and I have no logic behind that. So that was horrible.
that's just a half step above picking them because their uniforms.
Yeah.
Color,
Because they were green.
I like the uniforms, so I'm picking them to win.
All right, Keith, kill us with some stats here.
Where is this playing? Georgia Southern or Alabama?
It's at Georgia Southern.
Then that's who I'm picking to win, because that's all I know.
Fair enough, Keith. He's not going to lie to us, that's for sure.
No.
Well, good deal. Well, guys, that is the wrap up of the week 2 games for the Pick 5 Challenge. So, reminder to our listeners, we will share the link to the survey on Facebook starting. Keith, is it Wednesday morning?
This episode's actually going to launch Tuesday. Tomorrow.
Okay, so tomorrow morning. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So Tuesday morning, that gives you all 5 days to get your picks in. Reminder: the deadline is 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. So more the merrier. If you played last week, you got to play this week if you want to win the season. So
you've got all the time in the world to figure out what conference UAB is in. Good luck.
Yeah.
And if you didn't play last week, it's not too late to join in, because some people only got one win last week. Yeah. So
you're right in the running.
Yeah. Trust me, it is not too late.
You can come back and win.
Yeah.
You can still win.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw out a kicker. I'm gonna throw out a kicker here. Last time we did this, the three of us came up with who we think the national championship team should be. Who is the alternate team that we're going to root for, because we know who we root for every day, and I'm still positive, dadgummit. Anyway, so in the historically, we've picked our favorite team outside of Texas Tech. I think we need to do that again, and I think we need to announce that in next week's show.
That sounds
absolutely.
good.
That's a great idea. And what we'll do is, we'll definitely, ask our listeners to chime in on Facebook who their backup team is. But you brought up a great point, Keith, that when we did the Pick 5, we gave 10 bonus points if you picked the national champion.
Right.
And so it actually helped quite a bit to anybody that either had a really bad week or two, or even started a week late. So we'll do that as well. So I'll add so give everybody a little bit of time between this week and next week. So by end of week 3, we'll add another survey. So that's just for the national champion winner. So
I like it.
Won't be a scored, but we'll just store that information away so for season's end.
Have a 10-point kicker.
Yep.
10-point kicker.
Like it.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Well, good pick, Steve, as always. A lot of randomness in there, which I love. I just love that about this challenge. And so that will wrap up week 2 Pick 5 Challenge. And don't forget that in addition to this launching on Tuesday, we're going to have our final season 2 episode of 1992 movies and mashup, so to speak, everything else that we've missed for 1992. So don't forget that in addition to this launching Tuesday morning, we're going to have that finale for season 2 on Wednesday. And then starting the following week, we'll have our season 3 pick 5, or our week 3 pick 5, as well as a start into season 3 with some other unique things going on. So look forward to it. Again, thanks Steve and thanks Noel. This is always a blast, and we will pick up with after the 1992 with the week 3 pick 5 challenge.
Take care, everybody.
Take care, everybody. Good luck.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Wayback Chronicles. All shows are written and produced by Noel, Keith, and Steve. Massive thanks to those who made these memories possible for us through the years. All songs, sounds, and effects have been attributed in the comments section and through links listed on waybackchronicles.podbean.com. We look forward to taking you way back again in the very near future.